Hi guys, how's it going? It's Pikachu here. So in today's video I'm bringing you it on Forza Horizon 2. Now the reason for this video is because I want to give you guys an idea how to tune your Alfa 33 Stradale in order to reach shut speeds as 272 mph plus. Now all you're going to need to do for this is basically copy what I am doing at the moment, and I'm going to slowly explain to you what you need to add on to your car, what you need to take away from the car, and then after I'm going to show you what tune I actually have set up. Now this is my own tune, this is the tune that I've basically tweaked myself, so feel free to steal it from me guys. So obviously first of all you're going to need to get yourself the Alfa 33 Stradale. After that you go to the garage and you basically need to upgrade every single thing on here apart from the tyres and the body kit. So if I show you quickly right now, the first thing you're going to need to do is make it all-wheel drive. Go into the engine swaps and add a V12, and then head on over to the aspiration and add a twin turbo. So now they're maxed up. I'm not going to show you all of this, but you need to fully upgrade the engine, fully upgrade the platform and handling, as well as the drivetrain. Now it's completely optional, but I prefer not to put some heavy wheels on it. You can actually tell which kind of wheels you're using because it will tell you whether they are heavy or not. So the wheels right here are actually too heavy, so it's going to slow the car down. So the ones I went for is the first option, the FN01R-C. So after that you want to head on over to the tyre section, and now this is completely optional, it doesn't really matter, but you can make them bigger or you can make them smaller, I suppose. It's completely optional. After that, head on over to the body kit. Now make sure you don't have the body kit on there because it will just slow it down. It will improve the handling and the braking, but it will actually slow down the car itself. So that's all you need to do in the engine modifications right here. Now head on over to tuning. Now this is the part where you need to kind of pay attention. I'm going to try and explain it to you the best I can, and hopefully you guys can have some fun with this super fast car. So on the tyre section, what we have is the front tyre pressure is at 30 psi and the rear tyre is at 15.0 psi. So as you can see right there. Onto gearing, what you want to do is you want to turn final drive all the way down to 2.20. I'm just going to quickly read out the gears and what it needs to be at, so pay attention. First gear is 3.10, second gear is 2.32, third gear is 1.69, fourth gear is 1.42, fifth gear is 1.20, and sixth gear is 0.97. So obviously make sure there's points in between these. I know I missed a couple of points out at the end. Onto alignment, just make sure the camber front and rear is at 0.0 degrees, the toe in is at 0.0 and the rear is at 0.0. The front caster, the angle needs to be at 4.8, so as you can see there. The anti-roll bars, to put the front all the way up to stiff, so that's 40.00, and the rear needs to be at 1.00. As for springs, so as you can see there, the front is turned all the way up, the rear is all the way down, and ride height is just pretty much all the way down, so it's completely low to the ground. As for damping, we have rebound stiffness. The front is actually turned all the way up, the rear is turned all the way down. Bump stiffness, we have the front all the way up and the rear all the way down, so as you can see there. The aero, of course, is locked because I didn't put a body kit on the car. As for braking, now this is completely optional because you're going to be pushing the car to the limits, I suppose, so braking is completely optional. Just make sure the front and rear force, balance force, is actually at 50%, and the braking force pressure itself, again, is completely optional because you're not going to be braking. Differential, so we have front acceleration at 100%, de-acceleration at 50%, and the rear acceleration at 100 and the de-acceleration at 50%. The centre balance is at 72. Now that is basically it. I know it's going to be very confusing for you guys, but I hope you kind of got what kind of tuning setup I'm talking about right here. And this is obviously what's going to make your car go extremely fast. So as you can see, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to head on over to the airport, as you can see right here. And I'm just going to do a quick run up and down the airfield, just to give you an idea of what this tuning setup can do. Now, as I said previous in the video, my top speed I believe is about 272 miles an hour. I believe that's somewhere in the 400 kilometers per hour. I'm not too sure, but you can check that for yourself. Now, as you can see, I'm at the end of the runway. I don't actually have any sound on at the moment for video purposes, of course, and of course with copyright. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to floor it all the way down to the very end of the runway. Now, as you can see right now, I am in 4th gear and I'm doing 200 miles an hour already. 5th gear, slowly creeping up. 6th gear. This is the last gear, so it's just completely flat out from now on. As you can see right there, I went straight through the speed cameras at 269.4. Now, as you can see, just above that, my top speed is actually 271.68 miles an hour. So I hope this video helped you guys. Be sure to drop a like, as it'd be muchly appreciated. And if you need any help with any other Forza Horizon 2 videos, please let me know. If you decide to want to add me as a friend, my gamer tag is pretty much exactly the same as my YouTube name. So that's all for now, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.